আন্তর্জাতিক নারী উদ্যোক্তা সম্মেলনে বক্তব্য রাখছেন প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ উপদেষ্টা সালমান এফ রহমান। আমরা সরাসরি যাচ্ছি সেখানে।
So, because normally when we go to these kind of many events, we find that the majority of the audience, by far, are men, and there are few women sprinkled among the audience. But today the refreshing change is that the majority of the audience are women over here, and there are a few men sprinkled among them. I wish that more such events were held where we would experience this women to men ratio in the audience. I will first start with something which I have said many times, and that is how women empowerment has actually made massive social changes in Bangladesh. And this began with the women empowerment of our garment industry. So before the garment industry was established in Bangladesh, and before the women started working in the garment industry, the girl child was considered a liability. So whenever in the family a girl child was born, since she was considered a liability, the family wanted to marry her off as soon as possible. So the moment she became 15, 16, they would say that this is the time to marry her off and get rid of this liability and let this be taken on by somebody else. The garment industry completely changed all this. The moment the women started working in the garment industry, they became empowered and they became the breadwinner of the family. And they started looking after both the parents and their siblings. And then they said that I will get married when I want to. And that was the most important of the empowerment, and that had massive social change in Bangladesh. So what happened was, the first thing that happened was that our population growth rate became one of the lowest in South Asia. And because of that, today our per capita income is the highest in South Asia. So I think the social change which this very small empowerment of women took place is a real, I think, a case study globally of how women empowerment can completely socially change, not only socially but also economically change a country.
আন্তর্জাতিক নারী উদ্যোক্তা সম্মেলনে বক্তব্য রাখছেন প্রধানমন্ত্রীর বেসরকারি শিল্প ও বিনিয়োগ উপদেষ্টা সালমান এফ রহমান। আমরা সরাসরি ছিলাম সেখানে।